I can see Poonam has joined from India. And I couldn't make out the name, but Pakistan. And again, like we have gotten folks from Pakistan, Ghana, Hat has joined from Nigeria, and Gopal has joined from Bangalore. So keep introductions coming in. We'll be starting right on time in a few minutes. Meanwhile, we can just do a quick round of introductions before we start. It's always good to know, right, folks who are joining, especially this webinar. So this is a global webinar, so we'll see folks joining from different parts of the world. So do give us your introductions on chat here, and we'll start the session right in a few minutes. No, folks, only speaker will have the access to sound, folks. I'll just quickly take you through the ground rules here before we start. And meanwhile, folks who have just joined, I'm Rasha Khan. I'm your host for today's webinar, and I'm joining from all the way from India, Bangalore. And we are just doing a quick round of introductions here and introducing ourselves on chat here before we start. Awesome. Please do let us know your name as well, along with where you're joining us from, because sometimes it's very hard to make out your name. So, or from the email IDs you have. Before we start, please keep the introductions coming in. I'll just quickly take you through the ground rules here of the session. So as we move on, so there are a few easy ground rules you need to basically follow and know things about. So if you have a question for our speaker, Mark here today, who has already joined us, you can put down your questions in the Q&A box. The session is recorded in case you want to go through the recording of the session again, or if you have missed anything, you can expect a follow-up email with recording link, webinar certificate, and bonus offer for attending this webinar. Now, what exactly is this bonus offer? So bonus offer is for the program, the Purdue University's postgraduate program in digital marketing, which we'll be covering in this session. We'll be talking more about that, but we'll be talking about top things to do in 2024 for digital marketing career before that. So, and as we move on, basically for the webinar certificate part here, now you need to stay till the end of the session for the webinar certificate. Also, to request a proof of attendance for this webinar, you need to provide us your full name in the post-webinar survey. So why the full name? Because as you can see, sometimes it's hard for us to make out your exact name from your email ID. So the full name will actually help us personalize your webinar certificate with your name, which you would want to see there. So please do that. Now, what exactly is the post-webinar survey? Post-webinar survey basically is a pop-up, Zoom pop-up. When I end the session, which is of 16 minutes duration, you will get a Zoom pop-up immediately if you're joined from mobile or your laptop, desktop. And it's a very quick survey form, and you can put down your full name there. So I hope that makes it clear. And I still see a lot of introductions coming in on chat, so that's great. Folks, please do give us your introductions on chat. This is a global webinar. So we're just networking a bit and doing a quick round of introductions before we start. And today's webinar is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We are very proud that we have in the digital space for almost last 13 years. And we have transformed lives by empowering people via multiple skills, covering categories of courses from AI, machine learning, data science, business analytics, cybersecurity, cloud computing, product management, digital marketing, and many more. Today, we'll be talking about digital marketing in this webinar. And we have advanced over 5 lakh plus careers in over 150 plus countries, and we have 800 plus qualified trainers to work with. And let's quickly go through the agenda of today's session. So we'll be talking about digital marketing careers in 2024, top things to do before you begin, and what this program offers. Now, what program? The Purdue University's postgraduate program in digital marketing, and how this program gets you job ready, and enrollment steps of the program, and a special duration for the Q&A part. So the Q&A part, as you can see, the chat is basically popping up with a lot of introductions. That is how active the chat is. And if you have any questions for our speaker, Mark, today, anything related to digital marketing in general, you can basically ask that question in the Q&A box. Now, where is the Q&A box? So Q&A box is in the chat box, where we're having a lot of interesting conversations here. And basically, you can navigate it just beside the chat box. It will be by the name Q&A, and you can put down your questions there, any queries you have. So I'll make sure that we address all of your queries by end of the session. We'll try to take as many questions as possible during the session, but in case we're not able to answer your query, please don't worry. Please stay till the end. We'll be taking that during the Q&A part of the session. So I hope that makes sense. And please no links, personal links on the chat here. I see that folks are sharing links on the chat here. Please do not share personal links on the chat here. Just 1 second. Give me 1 second. And I see folks still giving introductions. So we have started on time. So we're just waiting to get started. Let me quickly go through the chat here once and seeing your wonderful introductions on chat here. So that's great. For folks who have just joined right now, we just quickly went through the ground rules here and also the agenda of the session. And we'll start with getting to know you a little better here. For that, we would love to know a little bit about you, starting with how many years of experience do you currently have? As you can see, a poll just got launched where you can see 4 quick options there, where you can just vote for the most suitable answer. Now, when I talk about experience here, I'm talking about work experience. So how many years of work experience do you currently have? And you can see 4 quick options here. I'll just read out those options for you. And the first one, less than 2 years. Second one, 2 to 5 years. Third one, 6 to 10 years. And the last one, more than 10 years. So as I was speaking, first of all, the chat box is completely blowing up. And also the poll is also getting a lot of responses from you. Most of you folks have already voted for the poll. So that's great. We have gotten a very set of active audience here. So once again, welcome everyone. It's fantastic to have you on board. We are just getting started with the session and I'm loving the introductions we are getting on chat. Let me just quickly read out a few of the introductions on the chat here. I can see Unati has joined from Canada. I can see Balaji has joined from Tamil Nadu, Venkat from Bangalore. And I see Tapti has asked that, are you going to share the recording in the past webinars? I was informed that the recording will be shared. So yeah, Tapti will be seeing the recording over your mail. You should check your mail. Please do let me know. You can just DM me here in case you're not able to find a mail from Simplilearn webinars email ID. And please do let me know if you're not able to access them. I'll help you out, don't worry. And I think I'll just give 5 seconds for the poll here before we start. Okay, I think folks are still voting for this poll. Okay. Fine, I think most of the folks have already shared the responses for the poll. So I think I'll just give 5 seconds more and end this poll quickly. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll and also share the results with you folks. As we can see that I'm sharing the results with you folks of when we have asked how many years of experience do you currently have. So we can see 52% of the folks have less than 2 years of experience and 19% of the folks have 2 to 5 years of experience, and also 19% of the folks have more than 5 years of experience, and 10% of the folks have 6 to 10 years of experience. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the participation here from you folks. And now I would like to welcome Mark Campin, who has joined us for taking us through this career industry masterclass here. So Mark, first of all, would like to thank you for taking the time out for this interesting session we have lined up today. And
no problem.
And also would like to welcome you once again. And we would love to know a little bit about you before we start.
Okay, hello everybody. It is good to see so many people, over 130 attending this webinar. Good to see that there is a big contingent from Africa. Even good to see that there is somebody from Amsterdam, which is my home country. For your information, I am Mark. I actually have more than 40-year experience. Nobody has beaten me in that number. 40 years experience in marketing, digital marketing, technology. And I am on the faculty of Simplilearn. I have been there for a number of years, and I am one of the instructors for the PGDM, which is the postgraduate digital marketing program that we will be talking about today. I'm terribly excited to have the opportunity to get you all on board. Yes, so don't hesitate and jump on the train because it can change your career drastically. And there's lots and lots of new things coming towards us on the digital marketing landscape, naming a tool like ChatGPT, which is the biggest change I have seen in my corporate career. So, and all of that will be covered in the PGDM program. So that's it for me. And I'll get back to you shortly in the explanation of the program.
Thank you so much, Mark, for the introduction. And yes, it's pretty interesting. I think we'll be covering the program as well. Along with, let's start with talking about the careers in digital marketing in 2024. So as we can see, basically unleashing digital marketing power in the 2024 economy. Let's talk about that, how exactly it will be changing.
Here are three key areas where we're going to see massive change, and one of the biggest areas that is being impacted by this is the digital advertising and the online consumer behavior. You may all have seen that your adverts on your Facebook or your YouTube, after you visited a website, and then guess what, half an hour later you see an advert for that product. Now that is retargeting, and that is something that Google has facilitated for many years, that you can retarget people, and there's a lot of privacy concerns in that. Now this is going to end. Google is going to stop this, and that is drastically changing the digital marketing scene. And that means that you need to look more detailed into consumer behavior. It is changing the digital advertising opportunities, and it is also really accelerating a shift towards e-commerce and online sales. So three key areas that we see happening in the digital marketing world, as it were, in the 2024 economy. And our training program that we will be presenting to you today is built around these new digital marketing powers, as we can call them.
Yeah, totally agree with that. It's pretty interesting. And as we have talked about the digital marketing economy here in 2024, let's talk about the digital marketing skills that will be opening up so many career paths in 2024 as well.
Yeah, what you see that a lot of people nowadays, they learn for jobs that do not yet exist. And you'll see the same happening in the digital marketing world. Yeah, who 2 years ago would have thought that one of the jobs for digital marketing would be a prompt specialist? Yeah, somebody who writes prompts for artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT. So there's lots of new areas emerging besides the traditional areas, and there's many exciting jobs available in digital marketing, depending on your preference. If you want to be what I say, a generalist or a specialist. Yeah, like a generalist would be a digital marketing manager who knows enough about everything in digital marketing to run a digital marketing program for a company. Or you could be a specialist like search engine optimization, like website marketing, or an e-commerce manager, or a digital advertising manager, or a social media manager, a content marketing specialist. So lots of different jobs that are available, and the key decision you need to ask yourself here: do I want to be a specialist, or do I want to be a generalist?
Agree to that. I think being a journalist or a specialist is one of the things you need to ask yourself. Now we have talked about the skills here. let's talk about more about the skills and the career options. So you need to be up to date in terms of skills for digital marketing roles in 2024. And also digital marketing as a career keeps basically changing, right? Keeps evolving. You need to basically learn new things. You cannot just sit on learn on a thing and basically depend on that. So what is your comment on that, Mark?
Yeah, so here you see all the key areas that we will be covering in our postgraduate digital marketing program. And these are the traditional digital marketing specialisms that you can focus on. Now, if I would highlight some of the hottest areas, yes, some of the ones where you will almost guaranteed to get a job, to me, that would be get into video marketing. Yeah, video is key in today's digital marketing landscape. Get into, where did I see this? Web analytics. Web analytics, in my opinion, is one of the hottest and fastest growing areas in digital marketing. So if you have any analytics affinity, then that would certainly be an area where you should look at. And then there is the whole area of content marketing. Content marketing to me is the fuel of your digital marketing, or the engine that keeps your digital marketing going. And that content marketing fuels your social media, it fuels your email marketing, it fuels your website management, it fuels your video marketing. And then last but not least, AI and machine learning in marketing, artificial intelligence. Now, I've been in marketing for over 40 years, and what I have seen in the last year with artificial intelligence and ChatGPT is literally the biggest change I have experienced. I've seen many things. I've seen the internet, I've seen mobile marketing, I've seen office marketing, you name it, all there. But nothing has had such an impact on the digital marketing skill set as artificial intelligence. And that is something that we will cover extensively in the training, the postgraduate program that we will be presenting to you today.
Those are a lot of skills basically to learn digital marketing, I must say. But while you were speaking, we do got few messages of folks when you were talking about a journalist or a specialist. So I think we got few messages that I will want to be a journalist from heart, and basically from Rakhi that me too as well. So now that we have talked about skills here, we have talked about what skills you need to up to date for a digital marketing role in 2024. We are curious to know, folks, like, are you basically learning any of these skills or planning to learn any of these skills basically to be a digital marketing expert in the coming year? So you can let us know in the chat here. As you can see, a lot of these skills here: SEO, content marketing, web analytics, email marketing, influencer marketing, AI and machine learning in marketing. Again, like that is the interesting one, right? So are you guys learning any of these skills? You can let us know in the chat here. As we move on, as we have covered the skills here, we have covered the career options you can take up in digital marketing. So what exactly is changing in the digital marketing space for 2024, Mark?
Yeah, so what I just mentioned, yeah, that Google is going to stop the cookies tracking for companies, which means you can no longer target people who visit your website with advertising. And that is going to have a major impact on the digital marketing space. The reason why Google is doing that is because of privacy regulations. You already see that happening with Apple. If you now download an app on Apple iOS, there will be a question: do you mind if this app provider tracks you with advertising or not? And these regulations, for instance, have cost Facebook or Meta a tremendous amount of revenue. And because people, the advertising has become less attractive for businesses. So that is one big area of change. There's also the AI-driven personalization, what I just talked about, yeah, like the ChatGPT, and the content creation through artificial intelligence is going to have a big impact in the digital marketing space. And then there are two areas, which is voice search is an important one, and the second one is the augmented reality. Two very exciting areas. Voice search, basically doing search through voice boxes, or doing search through voice on your mobile. That is a so the keyboard is going to be obsolete in a few years, I think, because it will all be driven by voice. Sustainable marketing is, of course, something that is happening as well, but it's not the highest priority, I'd say. It is the augmented reality where you use your mobile phone to create the camera of your mobile phone to create a virtual overlay over a scene. For instance, that means you can, in a shop, you can wear the clothes that you want to buy, through augmented reality and more developments like this. So lots and lots of changes that are coming up, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about in the postgraduate program. I see, by the way, lots of chat messages popping up. What if I don't have any experience? Then will I be able to learn all this? And of course, that is one of the reasons why you should be joining this program, because in this program, you'll be able to learn everything about all these topics. And if you then want to become a specialist, you can zoom in on any particular topic that has your interest, like, for instance, the analytics or video marketing.
Also, Mark, Hart Evelyn has asked in the Q&A box, I think you were speaking about augmented reality AR. Please explain AR, I think, a little bit more in terms of advertising, I think, is what his question is. His or her, I'm sorry, I couldn't make out from the name.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Hart has asked that please explain AR, the augmented reality, basically, which we're talking about in advertising in the Q&A box.
Okay, so if that was a question, of course, what you can now do with the augmented reality, you can really make an immersive experience for your for your products through augmented reality, where people can actually virtually use your product or virtually see how the product would work in a real-time environment. Example, I can go to the, you all know IKEA, the company. They have an app called Places, I think it is. And you can select a table or a chair or a bed from the catalog, and then you can place that table in your living room through augmented reality. So if that can be brought into the advertising world, that can really personalize the experience, the advertising experience for the users.
I hope that gives you some kind of explanation, Hart. Please do let me know on the chat or in the Q&A box if you have any follow-up questions. And as we move on, we have talked about the skills here. We have talked about the career paths you can take up in digital marketing in 2024. And we have also talked about what exactly is changing in the digital marketing landscape here. We're talking more about what exactly the Purdue University program covers. But before that, we would love to know what is the biggest challenge you're facing when it comes to becoming a digital marketing expert. So you can see a quick poll which is launched where we would like to understand what's stopping you from becoming a digital marketing expert. Where you can see 4 quick options here. So this one is a multiple choice poll, and you can select multiple options because there can be multiple concerns for basically taking up a digital marketing career, right, or becoming an expert, which you might be facing. Also, the 4 quick options, I'll just read it out for you as folks are basically sharing their responses on the poll here, I see. The first one, I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. Second one, I don't have the practical exposure I need to become job ready. Third one, I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. And the last one, my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. So these are the 4 options which you can see on this poll. Where we would love to understand what is the biggest challenge you're facing. But in case this poll does not cover your responses, you can let us know on the chat or in the Q&A box. I see a few alumni who have also joined us. That's interesting. I can see Venki has joined us. I'm a part of the program, hence not responding to the poll. So already in the verge of becoming a digital marketing expert. So that's great. But Venki, please, that is the name I can make out from your email ID. Please do let me know if I'm saying a wrong name here. But yeah, please do let us know if you, now it's interesting that you've already joined the course, but I'm pretty sure as an alumni, while you're basically pursuing to become a digital marketing expert, so we would love to know what kind of questions you might have in general, like while you're taking up this program, basically anything in related to a career you would want to take. It can be becoming a journalist or a specialist, anything, any questions you might have, please. Venkat, do let us know. Yeah, got your name. So yeah, please do let us know in the Q&A box. And also, folks, while you're spamming the chat here, we actually might be missing your questions because you can see the chat is so active that we won't be able to find your questions here. And I would love to, get all your queries answered and addressed by Mark here. So please do let us know in the Q&A box, and I'll make sure that we addressed all of your queries here. So yes, we are getting a lot of questions in the Q&A box as well. And this poll, basically, I see most of the folks have already responded. So that's great. So I think I'll just give 5 seconds more for the poll here. And I'll just quickly end the poll in 5 seconds. So last 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll and also share the results with you. Let's see what is the biggest challenge you're facing when it comes to taking up a career in digital marketing. So as we can see that 63% of the folks have voted for, I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And 34% of the folks have voted for, I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And 23% of the folks have voted for, my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. And 18% of the folks have voted for, I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. So I think we totally understand what are the challenges you're facing. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now let me introduce you to the Purdue University's postgraduate program in digital marketing. So the program basically comes with a comprehensive curriculum and an industry-aligned learning path. Here you get access to integrated case studies and hands-on projects for practical experience, online live virtual classrooms with peer and instructor interaction, not just a pre-recorded video which you need to watch. And also the program is co-created with Meta Blueprint, and also the content provided here is Harvard Business Publishing Education. So the program duration for this one is 8 months, and this basically you can complete it by just giving 5 to 10 hours per week, keeping in mind that you actually might be a working professional, or you might be doing this, on the side as well. So this program basically makes it very flexible in terms of completing the program with just giving 5 to 10 hours per week, and depending on how your lifestyle and schedule is as well. So here, as we move on, what exactly are you getting from this program? So you get a postgraduate certificate from Purdue University, as you can see on the screen, in digital marketing. And also you get hands-on projects, Capstone project, which we'll be talking about more in the upcoming slides, and masterclasses, AMAs with Purdue and Meta. And also a Purdue Alumni Association membership. So that's interesting because you get to be a part of Purdue Alumni, which we'll be talking more about the Purdue University advantage here. So what exactly having a Purdue basically university on your resume or portfolio, what changes exactly? So Purdue here is basically a 150-year-old university here, established by a land grant from the state of Indiana. And it basically consistently tops in one of the top universities, public university, US universities, and also has produced Nobel Prize winners. So having a Purdue University on your CV is basically a prestigious accomplishment recognized worldwide. For folks basically trying to get that academia or university on your portfolio, I think this is like the best advantage you can take up in terms of digital marketing, because it comes with a meta advantage as well. So the meta advantage here being the Meta Blueprint, and where you can basically get access to exclusive Ask Me sessions by Meta, and masterclasses by Meta experts, industry recognized Meta Blueprint certification exam prep and voucher as well, which you can utilize it while you're taking up this program. Also, the job assist services we provide from Simplilearn, this is for India and US only. I'll be sharing the link of the program where you can check out, because I saw folks have joined from different countries as well. So you can check out for your own country as well. So here, for basically in partnerships with IM Jobs, we have partnered with IM Jobs for India and Talent Inc. for US, where you get resume building assistance, career monitoring, mentoring, and interview prep sessions via webinars and career phase as well. So I think someone asked me about the eligibility for this program here. So basically, there are a few eligibility criteria which you need to follow and prerequisites as well. You basically can be from a marketing or non-marketing background, and you need to have a bachelor's degree in any discipline, and you need to have at least 2 years of work experience that is required to join this program. So before we move ahead, if you have any questions about the program in general, please do let us know in the Q&A box. We'll see if we can take up a few questions here. Meanwhile, I'll just quickly browse through the questions here in the Q&A box. If you have any questions about the program in general, if you have any questions about digital marketing career in general, if you're trying to transition from a different career here, you can let us know in the Q&A box and we'll be answering those questions here. Okay, let me just, I'm quickly browsing a few questions here, which I think we can take up because we've gotten plenty of questions. So we'll just take a few questions here as promised.
Shall I quickly run through a few questions?
Sure, please, Mark. Yeah, there are a lot of questions.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So how do I get employed, and other companies that I can seek for employment? Yeah, so that's one question. How do I get a job in digital marketing? Now, of course, you saw on the previous slide, there's lots of help that you can get through the program, but also there are lots of hidden treasures in digital and social media to find jobs. And one of the best tips I can give to you, if you are searching for a job, search on Twitter or X, search on Instagram, search on TikTok. For the people that are not based in India, and just add the hashtag job or jobs or digital marketing jobs or hashtag SEO. Yeah, so search for SEO manager, hashtag jobs, or social media manager or social media intern, hashtag jobs. And that will open a whole world of job opportunities for you in your area. So that is one question. What are the tools or coding languages covered? Well, we're not going to cover coding. Yeah, because coding is not really required anymore in digital marketing. There are so many tools now that will help you develop websites and develop additional functionalities. And don't worry, you are going to be bombarded with tools in the program. I'm a bit of a tool geek. Yeah, if I can find new tools that will help me in digital marketing, I will always share those with my students.
I think talking about tools here, Mark, I think we basically can take them through how basically this program, builds their digital marketing skills step by step. So I think also that we're going to cover that. So thank you so much for that question, picking up that question.
Yeah. So important keys to remember about SEO, keyword research, link building, on-page optimization, off-page optimization. Think about those. Are there opportunities for hands-on projects or real-world applications? That is what I like about this program, folks, is that this program is loaded with hands-on projects that you can work on and that you can use as a proof of evidence to prospective employers that you have the experience in digital marketing that they require. I'm a journalist and just began transitioning into digital marketing. Where do I start? Start from the beginning. Yeah, and since you are a journalist, start focusing on content creation. Content marketing could potentially be one of the areas that you could work on. Cookies will be adjusted in the future. Will this affect the pixel tracking? Yes, that is exactly what this will affect, and Catlow. So how do we prepare for the change in digital marketing? If augmented reality and artificial intelligence comes up, will I have a job? And I said at the very beginning, you will be studying for jobs that do not yet exist. Yeah, so be prepared. The jobs will be there in digital marketing. In the end, it comes down to people. All those tools like AI, and they will just make your life a little easier. A job role of a generalist. As a generalist, you will probably be working for a company as a digital marketing expert. If you're a specialist, you may be an SEO manager at a very large company in a digital marketing team, or you may work for a digital marketing agency. So what other questions? Quickly, almost done. You mentioned cookies being stopped by Google. What is the implication? Is digital marketing still going to be relevant? Actually, yes. And it's going to be much more exciting because you have to focus more on the customer. And that is what marketing is all about. Yep. So that was a good question. How does data analytics, AI, and AR add value to digital marketing? AI, digital, and particularly digital analytics proves the success of what you're doing, or proves that it doesn't work and how you need to change. So analytics, how can you improve things if you can't measure it? So that is the one of the essence of digital marketing. So what other question? Digital marketing alumni, please tell us the job of data. I think that's the most questions that I came across here. So that's, yeah, Rasha, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mark, for taking a few questions here during the session. I think, folks, we have taken a lot of these questions, but I think we have time, so you can let us know if you have any questions more about the program or digital marketing career in general. We'll take more questions in some time. Now let's talk about how this program prepares you. So I think Mark basically gave you a little bit just of, how basically this program prepares you, but we'll be talking more about in detail here. So I think before we go into the details here of the program, how exactly it prepares you, I think let's get them a glimpse of the live tour of the learning environment, Mark, of the program here.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, you need to stop sharing, Rasha. Then I can share. Okay, share. No.
Yeah, you should be able to share now. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It's this one. Okay, so can I get a quick yes confirmation in the chat that you can see my screen with Simplilearn Study Central? Then I know that people can see what I'm doing. Excellent. So here you see, this is the learning portal that you will get access to when you sign up for the postgraduate program. And here you see the entrance to the postgraduate program. Go to the program, click on that. And this takes you to all the learning elements and all the sessions. So there is an induction session, there is creating your own website, is course 1, course 2 is the digital marketing landscape, behavioral marketing. Here is course 4, that is search engine optimization. I'm running a cohort at the moment, and we've just finished this module. Yeah, so let's click on one so that we've just finished the one, the search engine optimization. What you see here, there is the self-learning, there are the live classes, there's the assessment, which is the task that you need to do to get your certificate for this particular session. And then there is the downloadable content that you can get. So let's go to the self-learning. Yeah, you see in the self-learning, there's a whole range of videos, yeah, that you can go through. Let me just clear that here. Stop that. Just clearing my screen a bit. Yeah, so here you see all the videos that you can go through so you have a complete video-based self-learning program that you can go through. And part of that self-learning program is that you have cheat sheets, that you have the access to the slides that I will be using in the live classes, and that you can also access to some premium digital marketing tools that you can use to help you in your assignment. And then here you see the live classes and you see the schedule for the classes. And that's where you will go when you are going to attend the live class. You go to this module, live classes, and then you click on the session. Yeah, and then you will attend that session, and that will be registered for completion. And this is also where you can download the recordings of the session in case you have missed any sessions. Yeah, so that is basically in a nutshell how we work with this. There is also a community section where you can engage with other students and where that we use for Q&As. So very high level overview of the learning portal, and back to you, Rasha.
Sure, Mark. Thank you so much for taking us to the learning environment of Purdue University's postgraduate program in digital marketing. So we basically covered how you can basically manage your curriculum and a live virtual classroom tour here. And here, as we move on, we'll be talking about how this program builds your digital marketing skills step by step. So, Mark, can you take us through these steps here? I think you talked a little bit about it in the starting of the session.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Just quickly, one question, please, aside the live classes on the LMS, are they practically on how to go about digital marketing? So the live classes are not going to repeat all the slides. Yeah, this is not death by PowerPoint. So in the live classes, I am going to add my sort of cherries on the pie. Yeah, so it's very difficult because the things change so fast in digital marketing. Yeah, so the slides, if they are from yesterday, yeah, they'll be outdated today. That's how fast it goes. So I'll make sure that I share with you the latest and greatest, so your knowledge is up to date to today and even to tomorrow. So it will be giving you an update of the status, quickly go through the program, but also share lots of tools, tips and tricks, templates, cheat sheets, and what have you. So it's very important that you attend those live classes because they will make your content come to life. All right, so then how does the program build your DM skills? So it's basically starts at the basis with the first one, important one, is the website creation. Yeah, it is my recommendation to all the students, make sure that you have a website, your own website, when you go through this program, because then you can learn all the things that you've learned, put them straight into practice on your own website. So in this first module, I'm going to show you how to create your own website. You may already have a website. You may want a website as your personal presentation and what have you. We're looking at digital marketing landscape and behavior marketing in general aspect. And then we're going into the nitty-gritty. We'll look at search engine optimization, we'll look at search engine marketing, which is basically online advertising, and we'll look at social media marketing. 3 key areas that drive digital marketing and drive traffic to your website. We're then going to look, are there any other areas that you can exploit to drive more traffic to your website? And yes, those are email marketing, mobile marketing, and content strategy. We're then looking at strategies. Yeah, it's great to learn all this, but if you haven't got strategies in place, then it's not really going to work for you. And we're also looking at analytics and return on investment. And we're looking at Google Analytics. We'll look at how to measure return on investment. How do you evaluate your campaigns? And then we'll look at the future, artificial intelligence. Now, there is AI is coming throughout the whole program, and I'll be sharing with you all the latest and greatest tools when it comes to AI. And there's a lot more than just ChatGPT. And then finally, there is the Digital Marketing Capstone project, which is your flagship project. This is it, particularly if you haven't got experience. This is your opportunity to build your digital marketing portfolio that you can present to prospective employers, that you can say, hey, although I have not done it in real time, this is how I would do it. Yeah, when it comes to putting a project together for the company or for the customer. All right,
Uh,
Pressure?
yeah. Thank you, Mark. I think Susan has also asked about if you can take them through through a practically detail of practical challenges and basically how exactly what happens in this program, how exactly the skills are built. So I think that answers your question, Susan. Please do let us know. Also, let's talk about the LFS here as well. As you can see, the digital marketing meta class, Purdue digital marketing masterclass, brand management, advanced email marketing, advanced content marketing, advanced mobile marketing are the electives which you can take up in the program. They basically come as optional, and I'm also a part of the program, so you don't have to pay anything extra for that. It is up to you if you want to take up these electives. Also, moving on the tools and platforms you'll be learning in this program as well. So I think, Mark, as you can see that a lot of folks who have joined come from a different industry or a similar industry. What would you suggest folks to maybe start with is something we can start about the tools and platforms, because there are so many tools and platforms going in this program. We'll try to maybe cover as few as possible, and we can share a explanation to them which will give them an idea what exactly are these tools which we are covering in the program.
Yeah, so there's obviously the tools that you need to run digital marketing, and those are tools like Google Analytics. Like if I want to advertise on Google, there's Google Ads. If I want to advertise on Facebook, there is Facebook Ads. Yeah, there is SEMrush is a tool for digital marketing tracking, for SEO, for content management, and you have it. So yeah, so there is a split in the tools by the providers like Google, Facebook, YouTube, Bing, and LinkedIn, and you name it. Yeah, that you need to run the advertising, for instance, or the social media. But then there is a whole array of tools, and we're talking about thousands and thousands of tools. And I'll show you a slide in the program if you join the program, yeah, that will help you with all those little things, like doing keyword research, like doing link building for your SEO, like making social media posts, graphics, yeah, text tools that write for you, and what have you. And that's where I will be showing a lot of free tools that you can use, because a lot of the mainstream tools you pay for it. And since I'm Dutch, I don't like to spend money. I'm quite frugal, so I'll be sharing a lot of free tools with you that allow you to do a lot of the same things that you can do with the expensive tools as well.
Thank you so much for taking us to the tools and platforms here. We about the projects here as well, which you get to work on through this program. For someone who does not have any experience in digital marketing, these projects definitely help you. Basically showcasing your basically your work experience, real work experience to your future workplace. So here, Air France marketing, managing online reviews and TripAdvisor, Eco strengthening the brand, with digital marketing, Yahoo pricing, search engine advertising, and many more such basically projects which you can cover in this program. And also, let's talk about the Capstone project here. So the Capstone project here basically is something which is built in a way that it mimics real life business scenarios for true experience. This is something for folks who basically have, again, no digital marketing experience or very little. This definitely will help you showcase your experience to your future employee here. So Mark would like to know, I think the audience would love to know here as well, that how does having a capstone project, on your portfolio when you have no experience in the marketing or very less comparatively, does help with showing that experience? Because I think we have gotten few queries that, I don't have any work experience, but I have learned this marketing. Like, how do I get a job?
Yeah, well, that's when you have when you are in a prospective job situation and you have an interview, if in digital marketing, if you can't show a website that you have worked on, if you can't show a portfolio of digital marketing projects that you've worked on, then it's very difficult to compete against the people that can do that. Yeah, whether that experience is real time or whether that experience is from the classroom. Yeah, and that is what this program, the PG, the postgraduate program, with the Capstone project helps you in addressing. So during the program, you will work on your own website. Yep, and that is where you can practice all the things you've learned, like search engine optimization, like content marketing, like social media. And with the Capstone project, you actually can put all the things that you've learned in theory, as it were. You can put it into a practical project that you are going to schedule the entire digital marketing for. Yeah, and to me, this is if you're running the program and thinking about the Capstone project as a little side thing, then you're missing the point. The Capstone project, in my opinion, is probably the most important part of the whole program, where you capture your learnings into a real-time project that you can show to your prospective employer.
Totally agree with that, Mark. I think this is just, I am asking for it because I've seen it. I think we've seen it in a previous webinar as well. Your website as well. You talked about you need to have a good working portfolio website. Would you be comfortable showing us your website? Because
yes, of course. Yeah, happy to show that.
I'm pretty sure an audience can learn a thing from to that as well.
Yeah, simple website. I'll show you, which is my personal sort of portfolio, and this is a simple WordPress website. Yeah, it's just my name, and that turns into a website, and here it is. Yeah, so digital navigator. This is not a lot of work to make a website like this. Yeah, where you have your presentation, you have your about me, your resume, your portfolio.
We're not able to see the website.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to share, new share. Here we go, share. Yeah, so here you see, can you see my website now? Yeah, short yes in the chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, so here you see my...
Yes, it's visible, sorry.
Yeah, so here you see my personal portfolio website on my name, markcampman.com. Yep, and this is not a lot of work to make on WordPress. Yeah, where you have your about me, your resume, your portfolio, your blog, and you can make this as advanced as you want if you open your about me. Yeah, it gives you stuff about what you do and how you do it. It gives you stuff about your experience. You can make it a bit more, slightly bigger. Yeah, I've started a podcast. Yep, so these are my blog posts. So now, if you have a website like this coming out of the PG program, the postgraduate program, can you imagine the impact that will make on your future employer? But of course, it means that you need to put the effort in to learn about this and the effort to actually make a website like this. But that's where you will be guided during the program to come out with it, like with your own personal portfolio website. Or you could have your customer's website. You may already have a website for your own product or your own club or association. Yep, and then you can use that website to implement all the learnings from the program.
That's a very cool website. Please do let us know, folks, like how did you like the website as well? And I think they want a link on the chat here as well. If you can share that, that'll be great for them to refer to. Yeah, I think we can see folks have already asked me about it. Let me quickly share back my screen. I hope folks like the tour of Mark's website as well. As I told you, it was an interesting one. So also the Capstone projects which we cover here, we can see which basically the projects you can choose from in this program: online apparel store, online info marketplace, online gadget shop, online retail store, mobile app design platform. Being basically all these 5 projects you can choose from for a Capstone project. We also have global leaders as program advisors: Jean Shuley, Brad Gates, Matt Bailey, who basically make sure that Simplilearn is delivering as per standards of Purdue University when it comes to this postgraduate marketing course. So let's talk about the past learners and their success as well. Here, the learner profiles previously have consisted of learners from excellent organizations and diverse industries. They come from industries like IT, BFSI, consulting, and others, and companies. Also, they come from Amazon, Microsoft, Dell, Barclays, Vodafone, LinkedIn, Wells Fargo, being very few of them, and many more. We talk about the success stories here. We talk about Meryl here, who basically says that the instructor was thorough and has explained digital marketing in depth. Basically, it was very exciting for her and to be able to attend the interactive classes, and also that basically she can take it from anywhere. Here, Edward says that he basically was awarded with a job as digital marketing manager from one of Jamaica's leading advertising agency. This certification was a game changer basically for him and allowed him to start his own company as well and scale up his business. Correct here, as you can see, basically says that she's been with Simplilearn for 3 years, focusing on digital marketing courses. And the courses have basically helped her basically with a very well structured delivery and with best in class experts here. Girish here says that the base of his learning was the digital marketing principles from this course, which basically helped him achieve the growth hacking approaches that basically he applies today. And he says that he will be coming back to Simplilearn along with his team as well to get them more knowledgeable on a specific set of courses. So these are a few of the success stories which you can see here, but there are many more. I'll be sharing the link towards program as well. So we have talked about the skills here. We have talked about the career paths. We have talked about what exactly is changing in the digital marketing space in 2024 and beyond. We have talked about Purdue University's program, how basically it prepares you for the future here with a lot of things you can learn, which is upcoming in the space. And also we have talked about the projects, the Capstone projects and the industry projects, which you can add in case you don't have any experience into marketing or very little experience into marketing, which you can showcase to your future employees where they see they require a job experience here. So a lot of things, much more tools, platforms are covered in this program. And we have talked about how this program basically builds your digital marketing skills step by step. So we would love to know your interest. Are you interested in enrolling in the postgraduate program in digital marketing and by Purdue University? And also, let's not forget the bonus offer here for attending the program here. So we're getting a bonus offer as well, which you can avail as well throughout the year, because we have upcoming set of cohorts which you can basically take up in this program. So you can see a quick poll on your screen here, which basically says, would you like to enroll in the program for digital marketing by Purdue University, the postgraduate program? So for folks who are interested, they can share with us in the poll yes, and you can basically avail the bonus offer through this poll as well. So please do that. Meanwhile, I see the Q&A box is blowing up completely from the last time we took it. So I think we have few minutes where we can take up maybe few questions. Or maybe Mark, you can just browse through it, and if you see we have time right now, as folks are sharing the responses for the poll here, and take up few questions. If you see questions here which are relevant as well.
Okay, so yeah, I go backwards from the end. So our website free of charge. Yes, there are tools that allow you to make a free website, and I'll be sharing those tools with you in the program as well. From your experience, how can one go into marketing analytics? What combination of courses do you need? Well, the most important part where you start is with Google Analytics, and then get a good understanding of all the analytics aspects of the social media platforms like Facebook and like LinkedIn. So get as much knowledge of all the digital analytics aspects of the digital marketing landscape. And so a lot of that will be covered, Susan, in the program, but then I would go into some specialist courses as well, go into an in-depth Google Analytics program. Yeah, and there's lots of programs available as well. So, I mean, Susan, from the learning management system, is it showing the practicality on what to do, showing us how to use the tools? So this is not in learning the definition of terms. Yeah, in the live classes, where actually you have the opportunity to use a number of tools. In the learning, the live classes, you'll be developing your own Google Ads advertising campaign. Yeah, I'll let you create your own video that you will use for a video ad. So very hands-on, practical sessions. So there's another practicality question. more about Google Analytics. If I start on Google Analytics, I'll be talking still tomorrow. So it's Google Analytics has just gone through a major new upgrades in Google Analytics 4. So do a search in GA4 or Google Analytics 4 and start familiarizing yourself with this. If I plan to open our own agency, how can we find clients? Now, good point that you bring that up, Shamin Mohammed. What you see is a lot of people who attend these classes, they are actually going to start their own agency. They're actually going to start their own freelance business. And between you and me is something that I would certainly consider because there's a lot of potential. It's how I started. With my own business. I started locally. I started to build a website for a friend and I did it for free. I asked him, hey, can I use you as a reference? I started to do some training and that slowly developed to working globally on digital marketing for many different businesses. So great if you are going to use this to start your own businesses. Now, how do we find new clients? Well, that is a long story, Shamin, and it is actually something we will be covering in the program as well. So there is some of the answers to questions.
Yes,
And
Mark.
that
I
is,
think
yeah, that's it.
thank you so much for taking up a few questions as folks were sharing responses for the poll here for the enrollment. So great news that we have gotten a lot of interest towards enrollment. So let me quickly take them through the enrollment steps here as we have some time left for the webinar by a few minutes. So folks, I think someone asked about the fee here as well. So I'll be sharing the link for other countries here, but for the fee for the program here for US candidates, is $3,000 USD dollars, and for Indian candidates it is 1,0999 including GST. For folks joining from different basically countries here, I will be sharing the link towards the program here. And also, in case you require any assistance, you can always reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'm sharing that email ID on the link here as well. So you need to follow 3 simple easy steps basically to enroll into the program. You need to submit an application to us at askus@simplilearn.net. Your application will be reviewed based on the eligibility and prerequisites I have told you about. I've showed you about the program, and based on that, Simplilearn consultants will be reaching out to you with an admissions offer, which basically you can avail with the Bold Business offer after showing interest towards the enrollment in this program. Also, we have the upcoming classes which are starting on January 20th next year, 2024, and the introductory classes, the induction classes basically will be starting from Jan 4th here. Folks, I'm pretty sure like you might have questions about, okay, I'm not sure when to start. So I'm not sure exactly when do I start, or I want to start immediately. So for that, this is a quick poll which I'm launching here. But to understand how soon do you plan to enroll in this program? So you can see 4 quick options here. I would really encourage for a lot of the folks who have shared interest in enrollment into the Purdue University digital marketing program here. Please let us know through this poll, when do you plan to enroll? So you can see 4 quick options here: immediately, within 3 months, within 6 months, and more than 6 months from now. So this will give us an understanding when exactly to reach out to you. And also basically you can avail the bonus offer through this. So folks who basically want to join the immediate cohort, which is on January 20th, I would recommend to select with immediately. And folks who are still thinking about it, they are still planning about it and are confused, I would suggest to select any of the 3 options, I would say. So within 3 months, within 6 months, within more than 6 months from now, which is the most suitable for you. So I think I'll just give 5 seconds more for the poll here, because a lot of folks have shared basically interest in enrollment, and this is very important for those folks to do let us know basically when do you plan to enroll. And I see a question, what about other country students? Definitely, I will be sharing the link for you on the chat here, so you can check out basically the fee and the upcoming cohort for your own region here as well. I hope you have shared your interest in the enrollment poll to avail the bonus offer. So I'm sharing the link towards the program here to check out for your own country region. Mohammed, please check out here the link to postgraduate program in digital marketing by Purdue University. Here you can check out for your own region here. I hope that helps. And also for this poll, I see folks have already responded for the poll here, so that's great. So let me quickly end the poll in 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And as we have taken a lot of questions, so throughout the session and even now, so we will maybe just check out if there are any more questions. But before that, please do let us know if you need assistance in enrolling to the program. Please do check this out, this poll here. And also, folks, if you have any questions about the program, should you require any further assistance, you can always mail us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'll just quickly share that on the chat once again if you have any more questions about the program. So your learning journey is priority, and we are here to support you every step of the way. So I'm just sharing the email ID once again on the chat here. So you can always reach out to us there in case you have any more questions. Anyways, once basically the learning consultants from Simplilearn will be reaching out to you, they will be taking you on a much more detailed walkthrough of the program here. So, okay, I see. Yes, I need. Please do put it on basically a response on the poll as well. So we might miss it from the chat here. So I think we are towards the end of the program here. We try taking, I think, almost all questions as possible. So thank you so much for your interesting questions and actively participating in the program here. And also, we will be basically ending the session now because we are towards the end of the session. And before that, I would love to thank Mark here for your time and taking us through this interesting masterclass here and showing us your amazing website as well and sharing that here as with the folks here as well. So I think we are looking forward to see you in the upcoming cohorts of the Purdue University cohorts here. But Mark, would you like to say something to the folks here before we end the session?
Yes, thanks for inviting me. As you can see from my enthusiasm, I am very passionate about this. And I can only close with the one statement that you will find on my website as well. Yeah, that learning is so important to develop yourself. And my personal mission is to inspire people to always be learning. Because when you learn, you develop. When you learn, you grow. And the beauty about digital marketing, there is so much to learn. And so much of those learnings, even if it's a little bit, you can immediately turn into opportunities. So I hope to see all of you in one of the programs. I wish you all the best. Good luck with your career and your career change. And hopefully we meet sometime online soon.
Thank you once again, Mark. And we see a lot of responses here. Please, folks, let us know how did you like the session. I see a lot of like positive comments coming in here. So thank you once again for being an amazing audience here. So and looking forward to see you in upcoming calls with Simplilearn's Purdue University program. So I hope this link of the program for folks who have joined from different countries helped you, and please do check it out. And in case you have any questions, you can let us know on the email ID which I've already shared with you. I'll just share it again here. And also about the post-webinar survey, which I told you in the starting, in case any of you have missed. So once I end the session, you will get a post-webinar survey pop-up, which basically you can utilize in case you have any feedback for us to make our webinars better. Because these webinars is basically for you, they should be better and better with every webinar we do. And we do a lot of these webinars here. I've shared those link of those upcoming webinars, masterclasses. You can check out on this link here. And also, basically, we will be ending the session now. So thank you once again. Thank you for being an amazing audience, and see you in the next webinar. Thank you. Thank you, folks.